Good morning. Okay, welcome to another video. Okay, today's video is going to be about what happened yesterday. Now, this was a massive news breakout. It was on the news, all over the papers, social media, and every arch rival for Uber are dancing on the street right now. Okay, so it was a fairly big story. What's that story? Well, you've probably heard of it. It's how Uber hid massive data breach from passengers and regulators. So you'd have heard that headline from a lot of tabloid newspapers. Okay, so just a quick background of what actually happened. You've had two hackers who accessed the GitHub coding site, which are used by Uber software engineers. So this is what the guys did. They logged in and somehow they accessed the login details and everything. And they managed to also access the Amazon Web Service account. Now, the Amazon Web Service account is what handles Uber's all computing tasks for the company. Okay, so once they got in there, what did they access? What did they have? They had access to passengers' details, their names, telephones, email address, and then not only passengers, also drivers' details as well, and drivers' driving license numbers, them sort of things. What they didn't have access to was credit card details or any trips that are made by passengers. So there's a bit of good and bad in there. So that's how the whole thing happened. So what happens then? Right, Uber has to report this to the regulators. In certain counties, if there's certain breach that some hackers are trying to access their site, they have to report it to the regulators. So good old Uber, they don't do them sort of things. I mean, we all know that, and that's why we love them. Instead, what they did was they paid the hackers off. They paid them $100,000 off, and in return they promised that all the details are destroyed or deleted. And as far as we know, that has been done. There's no, I mean, this is an event that's happened a year ago, so nothing's have surfaced yet. So we can presume that they have deleted most of the detail, well, all of the details they actually captured. Right, so let's look at the Uber side of things now. Obviously, this is no good for them. This is another thing they actually don't want. Especially, remember I talked to you about the credit card detail, credit card that they're coming out with. All them sort of things will have an effect on this, because people just won't trust Uber in certain financial transactions, especially if their details are easily accessed to. Right. But what has happened on the plus side, I suppose, is what Dara Shahi is actually doing now. Now this happened before he actually came in. This was in the Travis era, and he didn't have to disclose it. He didn't have to tell anyone about it. He could have surfaced, but he's come out openly and said, this is something that's happened a year ago, and I am dealing with it. I am taking the necessary steps that's needed to put this right. So that's a very good plus side from his side of things. Right, and so that is the story, what is happening, the breaking story. But you got to understand, hacking happens in big, massive, multi-billionaire companies. These hackers are, that's where the money is. You could hack into the system, steal their data, and the money's yours, really. So, and that's what they do. I mean, I could remember a few years ago, the big names of the likes of Yahoo, I think, got hacked into. MySpace, I know that for definite, got hacked into. Most recently, I suppose, there's in the UK or in America, I can't remember the name of it now, the adult mating site that got hacked into. They had to pay a lot of money to the hackers in that instance as well. So it happens all the time. Obviously, it's big news because the bigger the company, the public interest it has. So that's the story. That's what's happening yesterday, and if I hear any more, or if there's any more progression, I definitely will let you know. Thanks for listening. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye now.